You got to come off mute, baby. What's going on, everybody?
It's been so long. It seems like it's been forever trying to get everything in order. But what up, Lucho?
What's going on, man? Long time.
Man, we got
Long time.
a lot to talk about. NBA
Yes,
playoffs,
sir.
NFL draft that was surprisingly entertaining.
Yeah.
But we're gonna kick it off what we always do with what we're drinking on. The usual
Man.
little brown
So,
tequila.
little Brown, I got a little, I like the Simply Lemonades and the Simply Juices. They got a Simply Margarita mix that I'm trying out. It's not that good. I ain't gonna lie. It's not that good. They got two different flavors. We're gonna try for the next flavor next time. But yeah, that's what I'm sipping on. I got a little margarita with the Simply mix.
What else, though? You probably gotta add your own little twist to it.
Yeah, I think so. Man. It looks so good in the stores, man. It was over there with the juices and everything. I'm like, oh, this is a margarita mix, but it's not that good. I've had better. Definitely had better.
All right, man. But there's a lot that's going on. A lot's been going on with me over here lately. I've been well, you guys know, but everybody else outside of our little circle know that I'm coaching the 6 and under
T-ball.
T-ball. Well, we play baseball. It's not really T-ball because found the
Okay.
hard way. Different coaches don't work with a T. He said, man, you don't get a T. He said we played them Tuesday.
Yeah.
Man, every rule they had, we almost got into it, which leads us to our first category. I kind of threw this in on y'all. Hey, some of y'all parents on the sideline, relax. Okay.
Hey, man. Hey,
relax.
I've been there before, man. I've been that parent, man.
What up, Alicia? I only say that because I experienced the first time. I experienced getting heckled by the opposing team, and I didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie, I did not like it.
Right.
So we didn't play by the same rules they played by. The coaches was calling us cheaters. I'm like, no. This is my first time with this organization. I'm trying to understand. Like, this, don't yell at me.
Don't
tell me.
Don't yell at me. Tell me.
I didn't know.
Right.
We are a brand new team in this program, so let us know. Like, hey, y'all cheating, MFs and all that. Like in front of the kids, these are 5-year-olds out here. And the parents on the sideline, they get into it. Oh, y'all some MF the cheaters. Y'all know what y'all doing.
Oh man, the bad news bears.
Man, I got the fat jokes. Hey, he probably hungry. That's why he cheating. I'm like, what? Oh man, it was disrespectful.
They harsh. They harsh out there in Tennessee, man. No, I've been dealing with so my brother-in-law, they have AAU teams, man, and we travel with them. So man, I've seen it all. I've seen it all with the parents and with everything. It gets competitive out there, man. They really do. But the parents are more worried about it than the kids are. That's the crazy part.
Right, these kids out there playing in dirt. Like, ma'am, your son out here playing in dirt. He don't got his glove on. I'm telling you 100 times, hey man, put your glove on. He ain't on my team.
Right.
Yeah, so get this man a sandwich. I heard it all. Yeah, you want to talk? Like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I almost walked off the field like, hey man, y'all can have this. I ain't with all this.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Little kid on my team, he's really good to be 5-year-old. Like, he don't need a T. His dad calling him Mookie Betts he yelling like yelling to the other crowd. It's Mookie Betts. They ain't gonna never catch him. And they going down the sideline.
Right.
Let's get out of here. Let's wrap it up.
Right. With the baseball, the parents, baseball and basketball, most of the parents, away team and home team sit together.
That's how
football's a little better because you got your home field and your visiting side. So the most they do is yell from the field. But yeah, with basketball and baseball, most of the parents are all integrated together. So it goes down. It definitely goes down.
And I get it. Hey, you want your little man, little daughter to be the best they can be.
Right.
Not dismiss to another little 5-year-old telling the 5-year-old.
Right.
Hey, come on, man. What are we doing? Like,
right.
We clearly played against a good team. Like, they've been practicing. We just started a month ago. They paid $60 to put on our team. We're learning.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Clearly, you guys are way more superior. Like, relax. So they say they don't hit with teams.
Right.
T's out. 5 runs. He had 5 runs in the first inning. Like, oh,
damn.
T's like so.
Right.
I just want to
I
get.
know you was a little nervous though. I know you was a little nervous when they took the tees away. Like, no tees. All right.
Yeah.
That was kind of like that was kind of like with my son. He play on the he's second grade, but he played on the third and fourth grade team, and he's used to shooting on 8-foot goals, but third and fourth grade they 10-foot only. So I was like, damn. I'm like, I ain't dealing with shit. Good luck, brother. So, but he's adapted.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah,
he adapted. Yeah, they adapt.
I'm like, why would you know the rules beforehand? Like, we had the softer ball, they had the real MLB ball. We had the little cushion. He said, man, every time you ball, bounce all over the place. We ain't used to this. Like, man, okay, we can switch, man. It's just one thing. Oh man. But I gotta get it off my chest. Parents are like, I get it. I do. I was a sports parent. Relax. All right, man. Let's talk about what the biggest thing was last week, man, with that good old NFL draft.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Trill?
What's going on, brothers?
What's good?
Chilling on it, man. What we talking about?
We just about to get into the NFL draft. I mean, for me personally, I'm not a draft watcher. I got watched the first 10 picks.
I love it.
But you guys have me invested watching the whole first and second round. Like,
yeah,
really, really invested. So I really enjoyed that. But overall,
I love it, man.
So we saw a lot of, especially the first 2 rounds. But let's just go. Who do you think some of the winners is off the top of your head? Is what the moves they made, or
Well, first let's give a shout out first of all to the rise of the black quarterbacks. So there was a little thing not too long ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, man, where athletic guys that could throw the football, teams just didn't want nothing to do with them. Not too long ago, Lamar Jackson got paid one of the biggest contracts in the NFL. And oddly, on draft night, there was 3 black quarterbacks drafted and 1 white quarterback that didn't get drafted in the first round that was supposed to.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man, because 4 or 5 years ago, it would have been a complete opposite. But now everybody wants a mobile guy and everybody wants a guy that can throw. So the first winner is the black quarterbacks has now risen, man. We're here and they're not going nowhere, man. Now, let's not forget the Super Bowl last year. It was 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. So, man, times has definitely changed, man. But I just want to shout out the black quarterbacks first. Trill, you could go in on who you thought was winning or won.
Again, shout out to the black quarterbacks once again, bro.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day when black quarterbacks was coming in, was always a knock on them. He can't do this.
Always.
He can't do that.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we talking about winners, of course the Eagles. But I'm not talking about the Eagles right now. I think Texas won. For them to get a new quarterback, CJ Stroud, and then turn around and trade up, get Will Anderson, that's huge. You got you a superstar quarterback, and you got you a defensive stud. So, shout out to the Houston Texans, man. They got a nice mix of veterans and rookies coming in. I think they're gonna be better than a lot of people think, to be honest with you. Shout out to the Texans.
Oh yeah, Texans also picked up this wide receiver Dale from Houston. Man, he's a crazy playmaker. Speed guy, not too big, maybe way around 180, but he's just one of those playmakers you just want to get the ball in their hands. So, the Texans definitely did have a great draft. I agree with you on that. One team that I thought was a winner also was it's a division rival, but them damn Eagles, man, they basically drafted the best players from Georgia. If you went to Georgia,
all of Georgia.
I believe they had a total of four, maybe 5 players all together. But I can't the players that they drafted were great players. Nolan Smith, he's a linebacker that can run 4.3. They got the DT Carter. He still has questions about himself. They picked up Ringo, the cornerback that I also like. So they basically went all defense. So it's going to be real interesting to see what goes on with these Eagles and how they implement these rookies. But, man, they picked up some studs. They definitely picked up some studs.
Let's not forget they also picked up undrafted corner Eli Ricks. And then also, too, they traded for DeAndre Swift, another Georgia cat. So, they made some noise. They definitely made some noise.
They definitely did. Definitely did, man. Eli Ricks, that's a good pickup. He was a high drafted cornerback coming out of high school, but then transferred, was at Alabama, LSU, and that's good. He was able to find his way on the team. That's what's up. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Damn.
If you notice too, like I was talking about this a couple weeks ago on the show, it's like a new theme. It's also in the NBA. It's like you get your college teammates together,
Teammates,
build
yeah.
that chemistry. Like it's like everybody's going to that format now, and I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah,
the Bengal format. You get
even with with the Bengals, when they did draft Chase, people were upset because that was the year that Burrow came off of that injury, and they're like, "Why are you not drafting offensive linemen? Why are you getting playmakers? Draft a lineman, protect your quarterback." But as time has went by, man, that was the best pick. That was the best pick they could get. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm gonna roll with Carolina, man. I know it's probably the easiest pick to make, but you get out, you trade, you trade away DJ Moore, you get a nice pick back in return. You get who's probably top 3 quarterback in this draft coming out with Bryce Young. Then you go ahead and get a nice receiver from Ole Miss. What's his name? Mingo. Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah, I like him.
It'd be a nice young weapon. It'd be a nice good tandem in that decline in NFC South. So it went young, especially on that aspect. So I mean, it's an easy pick, but a secure pick for them.
Right.
I also too want to shout out the Ravens. They got their boy Zay Flowers, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all knew this, but y'all know they also picked up undrafted running back Keaton Mitchell. The little running back that I be using.
Keaton Mitchell. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Ravens, man. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with their young core out there. And they finally got Lamar Jackson some weapons, too, man. So about goddamn time.
We're going to talk about that. But we'll get to the Ravens. That was,
okay.
So what about the losers? What about some of the teams that made you go,
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna go on and throw my team out there, man. My Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so I was okay with that first round pick. Okay. I was okay with that first round pick. I was okay with Mozzie, but what struck me was the second round. Y'all drafted a tight end that only caught 35 passes last year in college. I just don't understand it.
Here's the thing with that, Here's the thing. So the reason why they drafted this tight end, because he's probably the best blocker out of all the tight ends that were coming out. And Mike McCarthy has already put it out there that they want to run the ball. And don't get me wrong, I love Jake Ferguson, but he's not a good block. He's not the best blocker. This tight end that we drafted from Michigan, they say he's going to be superb as far as like blocking and being able to use him in running formation. So that was their whole take on that. The Cowboys are filling in holes. So I wasn't mad at it. I mean, at first I was, but initially when I watched tape on him, you know what I'm saying? With what the Cowboys are trying to do, I think he'll fit the mold.
He fit. So it just kind of threw me out because it felt like our best pick was the 7th round pick. Like that's what it felt like our best pick was.
Wow.
Everybody's talking about this guy, this Bond guy. I'm like, damn, is that our best pick?
6th round.
6th round. Okay, 6th round pick. Yeah. So it's exciting to add something like that to the backfield because it kind of gives you reminiscence of Darren Sproles. That second round tight end pick, I saw Joey Porter up there, and I'm like, damn, we don't need a Joey Porter Jr. I'm like, damn, we don't need a corner, but he's sitting right there. And then also I saw the Nolan Smith kid, the kid that the Philadelphia picked up. I was like, damn, we don't need a pass rusher, but damn, he is there. Like
he's sitting right there.
Yeah. Time will tell. I didn't see the big splashes, but yeah, time will tell. Time will definitely tell. Who else y'all got losing?
I won't say completely losers, but the move that made me go, was San Francisco getting a kicker in the 3rd round. Granted, he's a Michigan kicker, but I think he had a lot more problems than I don't say a lot more problems, but I think you could have boosted up, especially as your receivers and running back. You know the injury history of Christian McCaffrey and Debo too. So, I mean, I understand you want to secure a kicker spot. I don't know if they were struggling that bad, but 3rd round is pretty high.
Right.
So was he the only kicker that was picked in at least the top 5 or 6 rounds?
I think so. Yeah.
He's talking about reach. I was confused. That's all. That's all I got on that.
Right.
I mean, I really don't have no losers. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody improved their rosters, you know, off top just because of the players that are coming in this draft. If I had to pick a loser, though, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins just because they didn't have their first round pick. And, you know, not having their first round pick to improve your team, that's going to hurt.
It's tough.
That's going to hurt. You could have got you another playmaker. You could have got somebody that could protect Tua. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to go with the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
You got Mar. Any losers or you can add your winners too.
Losers.
Yeah. If you have any. If not, we talked about the winners too. So if you have some winners you want to talk about.
The loser I feel like was the Lions. Trying to get culture guys instead of their best players on the board.
Elaborate.
They reached for Gibbs. They reached for the tight end.
I heard that. I heard they reached for Gibbs.
I mean, Philly got greater than 8 by 2 players that we could have got. It could have, you know what I'm saying? You slide. I don't understand sliding out of 6 to go back and then pick up a running back when you already picked up Montgomery from the Bears. Why don't you wait till a later round to address that? Why not get the best linebacker available? Because that was a thing of need.
Definitely a need. No, y'all got Rodrigo.
Come on, man. We still need other linebackers. He's just one man. So, yeah, I don't like what I just don't like what they did in the first two picks.
Yeah,
like so third round was they middle rounds and stuff was really good, but they early round stuff.
I'm about to say
they're not impressed.
I did hear the pick because I feel like they drafted Gibbs knowing that they were going to trade Swift. So I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they got a playmaker in Gibbs. Gibbs gonna be a dog, man. I feel like he's gonna be a dog. I think they were just fed up with DeAndre Swift not being able to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they had a plan.
I get that too. Like his health is a problem. But do you think that you can't get a productive back in the second or third round?
Not of Gibbs caliber.
Nobody really gets running backs in the first round unless they like Bijan Robinson special. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this. I was like, but I think when we watching that draft, when that corner for Illinois got picked, that's when we traded back. I think that was our number one pick on that draft board. What's his name? Williams from Illinois.
Witherspoon.
I think when he went when they got that pick, I think we were blindsided. Like we knew he was gonna be to us, and they flipped the script and say, "All right, we're gonna take what we need." I think, like Trill said, the writing was on the wall for Swift. And I hate that I just bought his jersey before the season last year, but I think it was on the wall. And I think too, like we're gonna need that speed with Jameson being gone the first 6 weeks. We gotta have that. I think they're trying to mimic kind of like the Kansas City.
Wait. Jameson hurt again?
No, he got suspended for gambling.
It's just, it's the Lions. It's the Lions.
Hey, let me do this quick for Nucho. He got suspended because he gambled on basketball on Lion property. So basically, he was on their Wi-Fi. If he had just been on his cell phone, he no trouble.
That's
retarded. But yeah, okay.
So we like, all right, first 6 weeks we gotta do. And I think that in their heart of hearts, they're trying to mimic that Kansas City offense, where you run a bunch of stuff out the backfield, 97 speed running back. Jameson Williams before the suspension would have been big for a start off the year. Bringing back the possession receiver Marvin. I like what they were doing with this draft. I did. You get probably the best blocking tight end. I don't know about the best overall tight end, but I like what they did.
I like
Zoe sound like he finna go buy a Gibbs jersey tomorrow.
No, I mean that's gonna be nasty. I think he can be a better Swift, a better, healthier Swift.
Yeah, I like Gibbs.
I think that he's gonna be way better than Swift. As a wide out and all of that. Like, you got a combo player. You got a combo player in him, but
Yeah.
Do you think that you could have got him later in the round or
No,
because look, because the situation you're gonna have. So David Montgomery is probably the starter right now, but you bring Gibson in on these trick plays, this speed some plays. They're gonna utilize that speed.
And not only that,
when Swift went out, we was missing that speed out the backfield. Jamal Williams was good, but he wasn't speedy. So
Montgomery also will also get hurt on you also. So I mean, you're gonna need somebody. Montgomery wasn't 100% in Chicago, so I mean, I'm not saying he's a little injury prone, so you definitely want a good back behind him.
And like you said,
but I did also hear y'all could have got Gibbs in the early second round. I did hear that also that he might have been available.
I think he would have got drafted.
Yeah,
I think somebody would have picked him up.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I think when plan A didn't work, they went to plan B. All right, we're gonna get what we need right now. We know we're gonna trade Swift. That money coming up, he can't stay healthy. We didn't get the corner they wanted that corner. They wanted Witherspoon. So in my opinion, I think that's when.
Hey man, get my boy Zoe.
I don't think I would have been happy with that either.
Get my boy Zoe Gibbs jersey, man.
Hey man, I'm getting one. I gotta get one now because Swift gone.
You gotta get the jersey insurance, Viz.
That's the thing.
Hell yeah, that's the thing. When players get traded, you can swap it out.
Yeah, you can.
I thought he was a lifer. I thought he was a lifer.
What is that? Jersey insurance?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
We'll definitely talk about that afterwards. I didn't know that was a thing. But I thought he was a lifer. Hey, remember when that? Yeah. Well,
now hold on now, Zoe. Now Zoe Williams was breaking some tackles now, Zoe.
All right,
I ain't gonna let you put that on my boy. I ain't gonna let you put that on the Pokemon.
Yeah, you can't put that on Williams. I'll let you say that.
You
can't put that on Williams.
Swift, yeah. Williams was tough.
Oh yeah, Branch was a good pickup too. That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, I like the direction they went in. They didn't have to get a corner, and we gotta say we got two corners from free agency, two veteran corners. Are they a long term answer? No, but
is it too early to say that if the Lions don't make a playoffs, it would be disappointing?
It would be very disappointing since they're the favorite.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is gone, bro. I don't want to hear no more excuses.
If they don't win the North,
Rodgers is gone, bro.
Listen, new show.
Chicago was trash. Rodgers is gone. Come on, man.
Listen, if they don't win the North, I'm disappointed. Not just make the playoffs.
What's holding y'all back?
The North. Damn, just get in there. Win.
You can't beat Kirk Cousins.
Home game. Are you hearing me? Home game, or else I'm disappointed.
You can't beat Kirk Cousins.
Chicago ain't trash. Oh, so yeah, that's what we were talking about. So I think that was on our list though. Richardson. I didn't put it on it by itself. But anyway, yeah, Richardson. I think that's one of
the most surprising picks.
That's a project pick.
I was surprised by that.
I think the hype, in my opinion, and we talked about this between ourselves. I think I've never seen a person get really picked up because of the hype of what he could be.
Right.
I mean, 14 starts, 50% completion percentage. To be a first round pick, that's
top number four. Number four. I think with Anthony Richardson, and like what I heard is that Anthony Richardson is like an NBA prospect. It's like you're not drafting him because he's ready to take over right now. You just hope that you can groom him into being something great. And I hope that Indy has a coordinator out there or quarterback coach that they feel very strongly about having Richardson around. So they have a good idea that they're going to get him in check. But, like they said, all that broad jump, ain't no quarterbacks jumping over nobody. Can you read the defense and can you throw accurate? That's all we need to know. Can you read the defense and throw accurate? And if you look at his pass at Florida, he was a 50% thrower. He wasn't that accurate. He didn't have no big games, didn't take no games over. So I just hope that Indy don't throw him into the fire so early. You're gonna have to groom him.
They will.
Maybe a year, or maybe the second half of the season when you trash. But if they throw him into the fire, they could possibly destroy his confidence and
they
destroy
gonna
that
throw
draft
him in the fire.
They'll have to.
I mean, who do they have right now other than outside of Richardson?
Man, that's gonna be tough for him, man.
The number 4 pick in the draft.
Right, you gotta throw him in the fire.
Man. Like you can't not have.
So Colts, they might have been reaching a little bit because you finna throw in his accuracy is not gonna change from last year. No. He threw 53, 52% last year at Florida. You do that in the NFL, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. So I wish him the best of luck. I love the talent. Like they said, he's probably one of the, like, just numbers wise at the combine, probably he's bigger than Cam Newton, faster than him. He runs a 4.3. He's like 6'4", 2, whatever. But
what scared me is they talked about all the intangibles during the draft of what a quarterback isn't. Like they talked about everything but being a quarterback. Oh, he can jump this high. He's this fast. He's this, that. But none of it talked about actually being a quarterback. Now, this is one of the things that could be.
It's documented that his accuracy got to improve, but they're banking on they could develop that.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great athlete, so that's gonna help him out. That's 50% of it. Shout out to I hate the NFL. That's a new name I seen. What up? Like he said, do something. You don't want like Luck retired. Yeah, I mean, Luck had a better team though. I think Luck was just done with football. I think he's just mentally was like, no, I can't keep taking it. He was taking a beating. But Richardson definitely had a lot of hype coming around in the draft. Like we talked about him possibly being a third round, fourth roundish to like shout out to his publicist, shout out to his agent. Like number 4.
They did a great job. They did a great job.
Shout out to everybody his crew. Because I have never seen anything from a guy who only had 14 starts. This is my eyes. I can't speak for everybody else, but
and I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while. I think early '90s, even the early '90s, man, the quarterback was producing. I just never seen a quarterback that really had a trash college year get drafted number 4 just because of measurables. Like his college year was not good. Florida did not have a good season last year. Mediocre at best.
It's not that he had a good season. It's what he did against certain opponents.
No, he didn't do nothing.
How about saying name that Richardson game?
He struggled. He didn't have one signature game last year. Maybe the first game or the second game, but Richardson didn't have a signature game at all last year.
Wasn't it LSU?
I could look.
Now I agree with I hate the NFL on this. I understand some things in the combine you have to see, but a 40-yard dash, he ran a 4.3. Let's bump him up a little bit because he ran a 4.3. I think somebody always said, like, at the name of time when I'm running 40 yards untouched.
Right.
So a lot of the stuff they do in the combine is overblown. You're not getting tackled. You're not getting no real pressure or anything. I mean, yeah, it's probably a lot of pressure trying to throw against, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he got Jonathan Taylor,
he had guns, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, man, 2,500 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Like
that's the number 4 pick.
That was the 4th overall pick.
4th overall pick. Now, I'm not hating on him. Hey, like I said, people around him, hey, shout out to them. Number 4 pick. But that's tough. That is tough.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all feel like, just based off of the discussion we having, and then we all know the Colts needed a quarterback. Should they have went Levis instead of Richardson?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I would have went Levis. I'm gonna be honest. I would have went Levis in that situation. I would have went Levis. Only because
they
now
need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They a project.
Drake May. Who said Drake May?
Drake May.
Who said Drake May? They know. They know. That's what I'm waiting on.
Hey, so we got a Madden league, us 4 and some of our other homies. And Drake May, in his 3rd year.
He's a problem.
He's a problem.
80 overall. 80 overall.
Hey, Caleb Williams is way too. Caleb Williams is on Trill's team, the Steelers, man. He's on my watch.
Yeah.
He's way too. A lot of good quarterbacks in our league.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marv, man. Only dude I know.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with him on that because when you make him your 4th overall pick, man, you're gonna have to go at least 2 or 3 years for sure. Just keeping him on the roster just cause. But yeah, I probably would have tanked too. Like those prospects sound a lot more promising than this freak of nature that is crazy off the field, but when he get on the field, we don't see the same type of production. So they might should have tanked. I'm with you. I hate the NFL. I'm with you on that one.
So why do you hate the NFL? You put that in the comments. You know a lot about the NFL to hate it. He said, Drake,
"Yes, sir."
yeah.
Yes, sir. I like Drake May, man.
Lion dig. I thought so too. I thought the Lions made some good secure picks. Got a strong safety, got a linebacker, we got a running back. I mean, it's not.
They could have got considered the best linebacker, but they didn't. They got the running back instead.
I mean,
so who would you have drafted, Mar?
I would have drafted the linebacker that Philly got first, and
talking about Nolan, right?
Yeah, and then if Gibbs was available, got him then.
Well, okay, so Mar from Detroit,
I think he would have been there at 18.
You think? What? Possibly, yeah. But if your plan A goes wayside, like we just knew we was getting that corner, and I can tell they scrambled. All right, we're gonna plan B. We won this corner. We're going all in with this one because he was there. It'd have been no question we would have had him, in my opinion. But our biggest thing last season, especially started off the season, was scoring. We came alive toward the second half of the season. But scoring, I love having that playmaker, knowing the uncertainty of Swift. Now he's gone.
Bizzle, the linebacker core.
we know
the asses part of the team for the last 2 or 3 years.
Can we shout out?
They've been bad since Jared Davis, bro. That pick, that flop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can we shout out one good Lions pick though?
Like that, I think they're trying to mimic what the Chiefs are doing.
Can we shout out my boy Hooker? I was so happy y'all picked him up, man.
I like that pick too.
I like Hooker, bro.
I'll tell you the truth. They don't,
even though he's old.
The value is good, especially where they got him at. I'm not mad.
I like him. He's old, but I like him.
I'm gonna tell you, Detroit sports radio, they ain't feeling Hooker. They feel like middle round quarterbacks don't ever pan out.
Well, I don't want to say nothing bad about Detroit sports radio. But
it's cool. It's cool. You can say what you want to say. I know exactly who Marlon's talking about. You talking about a Michigan State fan. First of all, he's a Giants fan. Let's put that on top. He's a Giants fan who works for the Detroit radio.
Oh man.
Yeah. We can start a beat. 97.
But it wasn't just him, Vizzle. It was the listeners was calling in saying like, "Yo, I don't think he's the person who you're gonna pass the torch to," and they trying to do an extension.
Yes, Valenti.
They're trying to do an extension. They're trying to do an extension on Goff.
I like that. And
they're basically saying, okay, because he's a 3rd round back, he's not signed to a 5-year deal or a pick. He's not signed to a 5-year deal. It's a 4-year deal. So here you got Goff trying to get a 2-3 year extension. If he plays that out, and even if you try to get rid of him before his last year, try to get a trade for him, get a pick or whatever, he ain't gonna have no experience on the field. And then is he gonna be good enough?
I like Hooker, man.
Or another quarterback.
Okay.
Take that spot.
Hey man, Hooker gonna take Goff's spot, bro.
Let me say this. Hey, go ahead and sign Goff to incentives. Goff last 2 years with us has been great. I won't say great. Better than my
expectations.
But yeah, my expectations. So go ahead and sign him for extension. If not Goff, then who? We drafted a quarterback we can mold. I'm not saying he'll be Aaron Rodgers sitting behind watching a great quarterback in front of him, but like you said earlier, he get the experience sitting in the background. It was a low risk, probably high reward, maybe.
Yeah. Plus, he's already 26. So by the time he see the field, he's 30.
That's tough. That's
hey.
So you know.
Hey, Roger Staubach was 28, man. I don't care about the 26. Can you play?
Yeah,
Can you play?
That's back in the 80s.
He played on black and white TV, bro.
Oh, man.
He was 28, man. He had to do his time in the Army, in the Navy, and he came back and won some Super Bowls. I don't want to hear that age stuff.
I don't want to hear you talking about the 60s where they'll play you a star quarterback, but you're a garbage truck driver on the weekend.
I trust Hooker, man. I trust Hooker.
No. Like you're the face of the league, but you go to work after you go to work.
He's a milkman on Sundays. Come on, bro.
I trust Hooker, man.
Bro.
He wearing number 5. He wearing number 5. I trust it, man. Let's go, Hooker. Let's go.
Okay, so all right, I'm rolling with D Morris, man.
He said Hooker's the man, right?
Yeah.
I tell you, Hooker gonna take that spot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a little older. I mean, Chris Winkie, you know, hey, he went out there, he tried it, gave it a whirl. Hey man, can't be ageism, man. Come on. All right. Real quick,
let's go, Hooker.
Talking about the Ravens, man. I mean, I guess it's not really much to say. There's something they should have done a long time ago. I don't understand what the wait was. We went to all this drama. They should just like it because you still gave him what he wanted. It could have been done months ago. But who knows? Yeah. And who knows who else they could have recruited, knowing you already had Lamar Jackson. Now, granted, they got OBJ. I think he got paid
15 mil.
Yeah,
15 mil. Yeah.
We missed. I you know.
Right. I've been on my best behavior.
Yeah, what do y'all think about the Ravens? I mean, that was given, right? They was gonna give him once OBJ signed. They had to force themselves to go and give Lamar what he wanted, right?
Right. I feel like it was
Dude, that's tough.
I feel like it was the right thing to do. I mean, basically, the Ravens' back was really up against the wall. It's either you pay this man or you go out and you try to find another franchise quarterback. All NFL owners and GMs know how hard it is to find that guy. So I feel like, it was just a matter of time. It was wishy-washy, though. We didn't know what was going to happen. Lamar was leaking stuff. The Ravens organization was leaking stuff. But once Odell Beckham signed, I think everybody kind of knew, like, okay, it's only a matter of time.
I still didn't have like 100% faith just because they signed Odell
Beckham. Well, because Odell
they had to make it work, but I didn't have 100% faith.
But Odell.
I think Odell wouldn't have signed if he didn't know that Lamar Jackson was coming back.
Exactly. And what the Ravens did in the draft by adding,
I let you get away with that. Who else is gonna give OBJ $15 million a year?
We don't know.
Nobody.
Nobody.
We don't know.
It could have been.
Gary wouldn't even give him $15 million.
Hold on, it could have been an 80-year-old Joe Theismann on the ball. He was gonna sign for $15 million. I don't want to hear that.
Odell was too rich for our blood.
Man, $15 million. But they play a year and a half. Nope.
But what the Ravens did with surrounding these weapons around Lamar, I think it's great. That Zay Flowers pickup is amazing. One of the best receivers that came out of the draft. So with these weapons, the Ravens should definitely be competing with Kansas City Chiefs. We should see that. We should see it. They should be competing with them, man. The weapons are there. The weapons are there. It's no excuses. It's
all going to depend on Lamar Jackson's health, though.
It's all going to depend on Lamar Jackson, man. It's no excuses. No excuses.
Let me catch up. You get D. Morris saying OBJ 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's not good enough for a $15 million quarterback. Danielle, what up? New face, new name. What up?
What's going
on?
You made it.
Oh, what up? But no, I just don't. Lamar. If I'm Lamar Jackson, OBJ won enough. I mean, like you said, they got the rookie. That part we did.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
OBJ, no. For doing it, I could be wrong. Wrong.
They still got what's his name? Dunave. They got him. They still got Bateman.
Can't even say his name.
They're about 4 receivers strong, man. So let's see what the Ravens put together, man. Let's see what they put together, man. But I like it. He got weapons around him. Let's see Lamar at his best.
But his top weapon is the dude who ain't playing a year and a half.
Odell will be all right, man.
They still got the tight end too, right? Andrews
and Mark Andrews.
They still got Andrews.
Man, what more do you want? What more do you want?
That's Lamar. He didn't want to just sign yesterday. Ask him.
They still got Dobbins, or he get released.
Dobbins there.
They had 15 running backs the past 2 years. Well, I don't know who the running back. No,
they stay healthy.
Yeah,
another one.
Keith Mitchell.
See,
remember the name.
I'm with you. Hey, I'm with you on that, D. Morris. But I feel like Zay Flowers is an upgrade over Hollywood
right now. Yeah. All right, we can talk about Jordan Love for a little bit. He finally he's going to be the man out of Green Bay. Is any pressure on him? And they just lost another weapon. I don't know how much Randall Cobb was a weapon to him right now.
No,
but Randall Cobb is going to the Jets. Lazard, I think, was a big loss. But you got the young boy. What's his name? Watson.
Yeah.
You still got the two-headed monster running back. What do you think will come out of the Jordan Love era?
A lot of disappointment. Because I mean, you got to think about it. They're gonna expect the most out of him. You know what I'm saying? You know, Aaron Rodgers moved on. You drafted this kid 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
He's been sitting there watching. So, you know, now that he hits the field, they're gonna expect him to be good. They're gonna expect him to be great. And I just don't see it. Not with this Green Bay team. I don't see really the weapons. You know, they lost Lazard, Cobb. You still got Aaron Jones, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot of disappointment. I mean, I hate to say it because I wish him well, but I just don't see it.
I think.
Hold on, real quick. What up, Julian? The first time we seen it here when the Packers. When are the Packers going to draft a receiver first round? That is the question of millennium. If anybody to reach for a receiver, it's the Packers, but they never do.
Right. No, I was just going to say though, I feel like Love is going to be the scapegoat for the Packers, man. I feel like Love is going to be the scapegoat, man, and they'll be looking for a new quarterback by next year. We seen Love play. He started the game when the Packers played the Chiefs. I didn't see any flashes. I didn't see anything that made me be like, hey, get this kid on the field. Now, you know, maybe he will step up his game, but I didn't think Love was that good when he got drafted. I honestly didn't. But I think Love is going to end up being the scapegoat, and we'll be looking at the Packers finding a new quarterback in a year or so.
And when I put this down, Jordan Love gets paid. Let me you know, he got a 1-year extension after his rookie deal is up, so he gets the bag next season. Granted, he stays on the team, which he should. I mean, like you said, he'll be the scapegoat. First year starting as a quarterback. You know, him being a full-time starter as a quarterback. So I think I think he's set to get $23 million next year for a 1-year deal. So that's why I say he gets paid for a 1-year extension, which is, you know, any of us would take. Go ahead, Mark.
Do you think that the Packers really would keep him next year if he was hot garbage this year?
Yeah, I think so, because they're going to use the excuse as Aaron took all our weapons. We developed it. Even though they have 2 good running backs, that's all they got though. I mean, you got the young boy. We just said Watkins or Watson. Who Aaron Rodgers kind of, you know, I don't want to say all Aaron Rodgers, because he did step out and say the receiving core early did step out and say, hey, they call it trash, but we're stepping up. You know, you're kind of talking about what Aaron said about losing Devontae Adams and things of that nature. He did step up this year and became probably Aaron Rodgers' #1 target after losing Adams.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, Watts, I don't know.
Well, they got that one kid whose name start with a D, right?
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs. He's decent. He's not bad at all.
He was a rookie last year too. Oh, yeah. D-O-U-B. Yeah. He was a rookie last year too.
That's tough, Julian. Like I said, what up, Julian? That's tough. You tank for a receiver. Like maybe but they not know that. They not know picking receivers in the first round though. So I don't know. I mean,
I'm with D Morris, man. Packers need to go get Cam. Man.
Yeah. What? No,
yes.
No.
Cam said he willing to mentor. That's what he
he's
said.
willing to mentor.
Last time I seen Cam, he was a motivational speaker. He was speaking to some kids.
He said he willing to mentor. That's what the mentors do.
I mean, no, and we ain't heard from him say when he said I'm back after running a 1 yard touchdown and they lost by 24.
Hey.
That was funny. He did all the Superman antics. And
then he lose by 24. I mean, all right, we're gonna switch gears.
The NFL is cruel, man.
Switch gears. Talk about the NBA. The biggest news, MVP. I saw some of the footage of him. Find out he got MVP. It was tough to watch. One team maybe came down, but hey, and I can say this: I was not an Embiid fan. I thought he talked too much for somebody who didn't do nothing, but he proved himself. I mean, he told Harden, like he was the first dude I seen talk trash about another star, and the star still stays. Base told Harden, man, like you got.
He was honest.
He was honest.
That's what I love about Embiid. Remember what he said about Ben Simmons? Yeah, he was honest. He's honest. That's why I like him.
But yeah, I think it was very deserving, man. That team, man, he had a great year. I would have been mad if they gave the Joker for a third.
Yeah, we already talked about that because if Joker would have got it, we would have been talking about Joker being the greatest center in the NBA history.
That's what the market.
And we all know how we feel about that.
Right? Yeah, we had them talk about would he be, but he didn't get it, so we had to even go that route. But Embiid, man, what y'all think?
It was well deserved. I mean, you can see the emotion. When he found out he won, because his whole motto was trust the process, and they trusted the process. He was, dealing with injuries when he first came into the league, and then he fought his way back, and what I'm saying, he's been balling ever since. So I mean, it's well deserved. I'm glad he got it. I'm glad Joker didn't get it. So shout out to Embiid, man. It's well deserved, man. They actually playing the Celtics right now. They're losing right now, but shout out to Embiid, man. Well deserved MVP, man. I'm glad he got it.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say shout out Embiid, one of my African brothers, man. I'm happy that he got that MVP. Possibly could have got it last year also, but it's well deserved, man. Embiid has been a beast in the East. He's been a beast in the East, and he's not afraid to call out his players. And I just like the kid, man. He does everything. He can shoot. He take it to the paint. Whatever you need him to do, back you down, and B got it. So he had a great season, and we'll see what goes on in these playoffs, man. Can he finish it off with his championship? That'll be amazing if he does.
Now we had go ahead, Mara. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, I wasn't saying anything. I do think that he was well deserving though. He balled out this year, led his team, doing what he got to do. Obviously, most nights he's the best player on the floor. He's two-way player. So and I felt like one of them 2 years that Joker got it over him. I felt like he could have been just as deserving one of those years as well. So I'm glad he finally got one.
I don't believe that. I think Joker knows what he got over everybody else was well deserved. I mean, we talked about
my brother.
I'm not saying my brother. Bro, why you want to argue? I'm not saying that Joker was not deserving. I'm just saying that it could have went Embiid's way in either one of those years as well.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Let me reiterate. I'm glad he got MVP. I'm happy for him. But and a couple other guys said it. Joker was way better. Joker was MVP. Dolly, shout out Dolly.
Shout out Dolly, man.
Yeah.
We proved yesterday Dolly don't know nothing.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I mean, my MVP was
give it to him, man.
My MVP was Giannis. That's why I thought to be MVP. But, you know, shout out to Embiid. You know, finally he was a process. 8 years later, it finally worked. I know that GM somewhere smiling right now. He got an MVP out of that whole debacle of
Right.
this poor basketball putting out of Philadelphia.
It ain't Embiid's fault, man. He just shows up and ball, man. He just shows up and ball.
All right. Somebody was talking about Dylan Brooks, man. I think I'm gonna jump to that next, man. It is basically said, we don't want you back. We don't want you back. We don't want you back at Memphis.
Yeah.
But no, they just simply said, I never seen where teams say, you know, we don't want any part of you. And I read a little bit more than one. The GM or the president was saying that
under no circumstances he will be back.
Well, and he gave a reasoning. He's saying that he don't want trash talk in his team. Like it's one way to be competitive. He don't like the trash talk. So I'm assuming the last big thing is with LeBron poking the bear,
right,
all that stuff, and then you know they lose. It wasn't his fault. I mean, who was depending on Dylan Brooks to take the Grizzlies to the next level?
Right. So I also heard that they offered contracts to him, but he turned it down. He wanted a bigger role in the offense. He was the fourth or fifth option on the offense. He says that he's better offensively than Memphis is giving him. He wants a bigger role, and Memphis is not going to give it to him. So, I mean, it is what it is. He'll find basketball. He'll find a team somewhere else. He might be with the Lakers, like I just seen Dollyville said. Brooks might. He could be going to the Lakers. You know, LeBron loves bringing his enemies in. He loves it. He loves bringing his enemies in, putting them under his wing.
Now, what Dolly's saying that's fake news. I can understand that West what they're. I read that from the ESPN article that the GM actually put out saying it was they going a different route for this trash talking Grizzlies team, which made me raise an eyebrow. Like, wait, this is the grindhouse. If it's Grizzlies,
who's the biggest trash talker? It ain't him
on the team.
The biggest trash.
No, it gotta be John.
You can't. You gonna tell John he can't come back?
John is the biggest trash talker on that team.
That's like when
the thing is with Dylan Brooks.
I can back it up though. He walked the walk.
You talk all that trash, but you're not productive on the court. He's not productive on the court.
That's true.
Now let's be real. Let's say if he was talking all that noise that he talks, but he was averaging 17, 18 points and helping actually win games, he would probably be back with the team.
Yeah.
You're talking noise. You're basically hyping up LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, in the playoff series, but then you don't do nothing to stop him. And then you're not doing nothing on the offensive end.
And Brooks got to go for the same reason.
Hey, man, if they going to talk about that trash talking, they need to start with number 12 with them colorful dreads, man. He's a shit talker. I love Ja. I love Ja.
Ja go get a bucket on anybody. He was going to the whole dunking on people with a broke.
They didn't say that. Hey, they didn't say who put in the buckets. They said trash talking. Ja is the number one trash talker.
But that's like
Larry Bird talk trash. It don't matter if you make
dunks on you. Like, come on now.
That's true. I'm just saying, don't try to put that out there on the reason why y'all gonna let him go because he trash talking.
Because he trash and he talking trash.
Who said the West was easy?
The two don't go together.
Who said the West was easy? Did y'all not say that? Did y'all not say the West was easy and got bounced out in the first round? I'm just saying, Memphis, don't try to scapegoat Dylan Brooks for trash talking, and y'all still got number 12 in there talking mad cash,
he
bro.
Need to go if he can't.
He talking mad. Don't get me wrong, he can back it up, but he's still talking shit. Don't put that on Dylan Brooks, man.
And Dolly, I'm not arguing about you being an inside. I'm just saying when I read ESPN, like, I'm not. Yeah, it could not be a trash. When they put out publicly, it's saying it was because of trash talking. He said he don't want to go that route this year. That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that's not the truth, but that's what they're putting out for us as an outsider to read.
Well, So they saying that they don't want to go to trash talking. All right,
Yeah.
y'all better be quiet.
It was talking about Ja too.
You better be quiet.
Went down too though. But you don't cut
They
Ja.
want y'all to calm down.
Yeah, he said the same. That's the article I read.
I feel that. Okay. I feel that.
He said that's the culture they want. That's what he said outside. The inside,
I feel that. I feel that. I'm just saying, don't try to single Dylan Brooks out. Y'all whole culture is trash talking. That's Memphis' whole culture the last 2 years. Talking shit and not doing nothing.
That's shocking. They just all right say they don't want that. But like Dottie said, he got better scoop than I do. I was outside.
Another thing I want to add to the whole Memphis situation, I expect Jaren Jackson to demand a trade. So be looking out for that.
Jaren Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now get him in Dallas. Get him in Dallas. Get him in Dallas now. I'm with that.
Y'all want Rudy Gobert, right?
I don't want Rudy. I don't want nobody punching in chest and running. I don't want that. Don't bring that to my team, brother. Man. I don't want that.
y'all should want to work out that relationship with Luka. That's what y'all should want.
Luka good. Luka ain't going nowhere.
Did you say you wouldn't have fun no more?
All right.
Hey man. According to Dolly, he wasn't. According to Dolly,
I heard whispers.
About basketball. I heard
whispers, Nucho.
Luka ain't going nowhere, man.
Rudy Poo.
Luka get treated like a king out here, man. He ain't going nowhere.
Luka not going nowhere, man.
Luka ain't going nowhere, man.
Don't believe that media shit, man. Luka not going nowhere, man.
Hey, chill. We still got to go to Memphis. We can't go talking about the Memphis dudes. We going in a couple weeks.
Hey, there we go. She know.
On that talk.
She know. Nah, John, my boy though, man. Yeah, he be talking that shit though, but that's my boy.
I don't know. It seems like Clarence from 8 Mile. Yeah, real good parents.
He definitely Clarence from 8 Mile.
Private school at all, like it's not your life.
John's definitely Clarence from 8 Mile. That's some facts. I can see that.
What you think, Mar?
Y'all don't even like Cade.
Who don't like Cade?
Cade didn't play his second year. What are you talking about?
I don't never hear no Cade talk.
He ain't playing. He was playing.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
He was playing, man.
Hey, Cade. They told Cade, go ahead, chill, enjoy yourself. We tanking this year. You know, we about to go get the big Frenchman. You know what I'm saying? You know, Pistons just wanted to be in the sweepstakes. You feel me? So
he definitely raised in the birds.
Everybody leaves the Mavericks. Who y'all lose?
Dirk didn't leave.
All right.
Oh man. Let's go to the Mavericks. We can use the defense. The Mavericks use the defense.
I'll take them.
Real talk. I'll take them.
Can you talk about the Suns? This week you need the most.
That's straight disappointed, bro. But it. I mean, it happens every year. It's just, you know, win. You know, at this point, it's like when are you gonna get hurt, CP3? Win.
Yeah.
And I hate
CP3.
I really want him to just get his championship and retire, but it ain't gonna happen for him. Charles Barkley.
How old is CP3? What, 37, 38 now?
37.
Yeah.
So
I'm convinced that CP3 might be cursed, man. Because it just seems like every playoff game he's hurt. Every playoffs. He can't finish the playoffs.
Hey, you know who cursed
him? Watch to it.
You know who cursed him? I hate speaking ill of the dead.
David Stern.
Yep. He cursed Chris Paul when he vetoed that trade and didn't let him go to the Lakers with Kobe. That was on David Stern, and he got to take that.
Yeah. I hate it for Chris. I hate it for the Suns because now they got to roll with Cameron Payne, and that's not he's just not built like that. Payne is not built like that, man. He's not. And so what I'm hearing is that they actually want to play D Book at point guard a little bit. And Book not built like that either, man. Not for point guard. All he gonna do is ISO and jack up a three. That's all he gonna do.
And we were watching the game together, and that's basically what happened. A lot of ISO ball.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
You can't get,
it's tough.
Good or bad, he is a genuine point guard. You need that guy on the floor, especially at crunch time. You can have KD out there, you can have Devin Booker, but you need that point guard. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
So what? Now, off of CP3, can as much as KD is, people say he's the number one player, the best player, shouldn't he still be able to pull this off?
I think they done.
I mean, you still got Ayton. You still got Ayton and Brooks.
Ayton don't show up.
You don't believe it.
Ayton does not show up.
Nobody believes it.
I don't.
KD
might believe in him.
Fix his morale right now because Joker is killing him.
They showed it was a highlight. This Joker was getting like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, and Ayton was just sitting there watching him. Wasn't even trying to get a rebound. Like Ayton ain't nobody.
A bigger question is KD ever gonna get a ring outside of Golden State?
No.
That's tough. That's a tough question. The Trill, explain why you said no. Explain why you said no that fast, if you don't mind.
Well, for one, KD's, don't get me wrong, KD's an all-time talent.
Great scorer. Yeah.
You never seen a player like him, but KD's not a leader. KD needs somebody to be along with him. He wants to ride with somebody in order to succeed. We've seen that in Golden State.
I can see that.
Right.
Ever since he left Golden State, Brooklyn was supposed to be the team that he was going to win a championship with, and we saw what happened with that. Did not happen.
Right.
Now you go to Phoenix. You're paired with Devin Booker, arguably one of the greatest right now, and you're not doing nothing with it. You're finna go home in 5 or 6 games. So I mean, if it don't work in Phoenix, like where else could it happen? Like I just don't see it happen. I don't see him getting another ring.
Right. So you got to put KD with not just a good player. He has to be great because Curry and them was great. I just think that I think that Phoenix should be able to make some noise in this series, man. I think that they should, man. I think Phoenix still should be able to make some noise. I mean, if KD and Booker is gonna give you 60 a night. They just need Ayton and Cameron Payne.
They have no bench, bro. They have nobody outside of Booker and KD.
The only way KD is getting another chip is if he go to Miami or Philly. That's it.
Anybody don't want to change.
That's it.
No, man.
Well, he's locked in Phoenix for another 3 years.
Yeah,
but I can't
figure it out.
I can't put it all on KD. I mean, I know nobody's putting it all on him, but I mean, you're going against number 1 seed. That's number 1.
Why we can't though?
Because nobody.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because and I don't want to bring his name up, but I got to. When it's Bron, we put it all on Bron. No matter who it is, no matter who hurt, no matter what happened, it's always on Bron. If you're that number 1 player, show me something. Show me something.
He's the number 1 player at what, 33? Like he can't. 5 years ago, I'll agree with you, 110%. But you ask a 33-year-old Kevin Durant against the number 1 seed in the West, you can
Would you still not say KD's a top 3 player right now in the league?
No doubt. Okay. But nobody does. Nobody. What's the last superstar you seen do it by themselves?
He's not. He got Booker and Ayton. He's not by himself.
But you don't believe in him.
Hold
on. You gave him a 50-piece nugget.
No, we're not doing this. I might even Giannis, but we're not doing it. Raise your hand if you respect.
Don't say Giannis, bro.
No. Raise your hand if you respect.
He was the last superstar to carry his team.
Giannis
get it out.
Though.
Raise your hand.
Giannis, Milwaukee has a squad, bro.
They got a squad. Giannis carried the team. Come on now. He did some carrying. 50-piece nugget. Come on, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. We give this high praise to KD. He's a good scorer and all. We'll give him that. But yeah, man. Let's call it out how we see it, man. He the only way he gonna get that chip again, he gotta go back to Golden State, man. He ain't building. He ain't building nothing organically.
But I can't go back to the original statement.
Yeah. Go. My bad.
He got Booker. He said he got Ayton. Raise your hand. Yeah. And in the crowd, you can put the emoji hand in the air if you choose to. Raise your hand if you believe in DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, don't forget about TJ Warren.
Well, I forgot about him. I didn't know he played on the team. What do you mean?
They don't even play TJ Warren.
No. Hold on, Lucho.
How you just reaching?
You reaching?
I didn't even know he was on the squad, bro. So
why not?
Hey, what do you mean what not?
We heard his name
since the bubble. I ain't heard his name since the bubble.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
I'm
man.
with you on that.
You the African. Hey, man.
No, man. I mean, but
Kevin Durant is good, but I don't trust the dude. Yeah.
Well,
this nigga don't brush his hair. That nigga sketchy, man.
Man, for real, we forgot he was on the team. You gonna say TJ Warren? Come on, man. That's tough. I saw him.
Hey, man.
Like, who's that? What Warren is that? I had to look it up.
I'm just saying, man.
No, man, you lose Chris Paul in that series. You need that guard. You need that point guard. You need that general. KD is not a general. He's not a point guard. He's a scorer, a tremendous scorer, but he can't bring the ball up. That's what you need the CP3. And I think that's what he visioned when he went to the Suns. If I can get a healthy CP3, push the ball up, I come off screen or however they run it, it's different. He's going.
I'm gonna do y'all one better. If Phoenix don't have KD and they got Cam and Bridges, they still winning this series against Denver. It just don't fit.
That's interesting. That's interesting, Marlon. That's interesting. I can't tell you no.
Cameron Payne, right? He's not a factor. He's not a factor. He just happened to be called up when CP went down. Like, well, I gotta go in.
Bridges.
Do I dance for him? Like he don't know.
Cam was there. It'll look different. Because them guys that they got out there.
So what you're saying is Phoenix was better before the trade.
Their team was better. Not that KD isn't better. He's just not fitting their team right now. They don't have no chemistry. You in the playoffs.
I can rock with that.
It ain't working. They flow is messed up.
I don't think it's that. I think we all sleeping on the Nuggets. I think that's what it is. They're the number one seed for a reason. We gotta give the Nuggets. We gotta give the Nuggets their props. You have an MVP in Joker. You got Jamal Murray that's balling. You got KCP that's been balling. Michael Porter, and then Aaron Gordon's been on a tear this year. So we gotta give the Nuggets they props.
This is probably the best number one Nuggets team we've seen in the past. They were number one seed last year. We're like, for what? Like, we won a bunch of games. You had the MVP, but Joker showed last night that he's no Aiden's no match for him.
Aiden can't do nothing with him. That guy was giving him Karl Malone turnaround jumpers. He was giving him that work in the box like he was Hakeem. Like he was just going crazy.
Yeah. And they are number one seed at the end of the day.
Aiden looking like he is confused. He don't know what to do. He's trying to sit down on him, so he can't bully ball him, and then he just turn around and do a jumper right over him. Like, oh, you just gonna try to sit down?
Didn't he get an extension? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did get some money. Aiden got some money.
That's off season.
So somebody over there believed in him.
Well, okay, so Brooks just spoke on wrong about the bring up. So, what do you guys think about the playoffs in general so far? I mean, we have some teams like the Kings that have been in it over 15 years, and took Golden State to the brink. And Draymond, stop it with the Sabonis don't want to shake hands. Stop it. Like Draymond, just stop it, okay? But I didn't say that first.
I was excited about this year because the play-in teams actually won. So it's been some upsets. It's been some, like who would have thought that the Bucks was gonna get knocked out?
Yeah, I mean they lost it. Well, how many games did Giannis miss? 3 of those games?
Played 2 or 3.
2 or 3, and then he played the last game, elimination game. So yeah, shout out to the Heat. But this goes back to something that Dolly said real quick about the play-in game. The play-in teams were what Golden State, the Lakers, who are good teams, get injury riddled early in the year. Now they're playing teams who probably should have been in the same spot they were in.
Golden State wasn't a play-in team. I bet.
Well, I'm just saying they were bottom. They were towards the bottom of the season.
Yeah, they were 6.
Yeah, so you seeing these teams who are really good, but just for some reason, guys getting hurt.
It was terrible on the road this year. I mean, that's why they got to live in the fact that what they got to live in.
I don't think
a lot of Lakers are in a winning seat right now because all they got to do is protect home.
But overall, what's some of the series that you thought was good, like playoff Jimmy? Like, speak to that, like just playoffs.
I mean, the fact that you got the Lakers, you got the Knicks, and you got the Celtics in the playoffs. The playoffs are gonna be good regardless. You know what I'm saying? You got those big market teams that the NBA wants to have in the playoffs, and actually, moving on and winning. The fact that the Knicks are in it, that's huge for the NBA. It's huge for this year's playoffs. The playoffs been good this far. They've been real good so far. Like I said, I'm loving what Miami's doing with Jimmy Butler going the hell off, even though he just had the injury. But seeing the Knicks going to the second round, we got to give it up to Madison Square Garden, bro. Like the playoff games in MSG, man.
It's a lit environment.
The game of basketball. You got the celebrities pulling up, watching the Knicks play. You got a love song for Carmelo. So just the fact that the Knicks are in it, these playoffs been dope so far. You brought up the Kings. The Kings, they put up a good fight against the champions last year, Golden State. So that was a dope series as well. I've been impressed with the playoffs, man. It's been good so far.
The playoffs been the playoffs been great, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. We need to give a shout out to Rob Pelinka, man, and what he did with that Lakers in that trade deadline, man. And how the team was transformed, man. Because as the season was going, we was talking about, man, what did y'all do in the offseason? This is what y'all brought out, and the way the Lakers was able to switch that roster around, and now they just look damn near, man. They look great. So also with Jimmy Butler, he did go down, but the games and performance that he gave us, that was amazing. Even that Memphis and Lakers, all the series have been great so far. And also, like you said about the Knicks, man, the Knicks probably has the best home field advantage, probably next to Golden State. I just love the energy, man. Especially after the game when they win, it's like a whole nother city out there. But the playoffs to me have been great. I've been enjoying watching all the series. So I haven't really watched that Boston play so much, but everybody else I'm gonna keep my eye on.
Yeah, we got to shout out James Harden too, man. James Harden is back, man. He put up 45 the other night against the Celtics without Embiid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To beat the Celtics without Embiid, that was huge for them and huge for James Harden. James Harden been taking a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been talking bad about James Harden. So you got to shout out James Harden too, man. It's good to see.
Yeah. And don't forget about Curry dropping 50 in that game 7, man. That was do or die.
Oh yeah,
that was do or die, man. And he came through.
He got that clutch gene. He got that killer gene.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Most of the time. You can put some respect on that. It's most of the time.
I love to have that.
We'll leave that topic for another day. Let's see how you finish out the series.
Yeah.
We'll bring that back up.
Most of the time. We're going to talk about it for sure.
Hey, Vanderbilt giving that boy that business right now. He giving Curry the blues right now.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
As a closing out debate, Dolly said something, and we talked about this in our chat. The play-in ruin the playoff integrity and further kill the regular season. You can agree with that, yes. So teams can be mediocre during the season and get that play-in spot, but it's still tough. We saw the race to get in the playoff. The play-in spot was tough, but it helped teams like the Lakers. Like we love what the Lakers doing, and they end up being the Grizzlies was an underdog, as a higher seed, but you're going against a fully healthy, well, most part, fully healthy Lakers. So, what do you think about the statement Dolly said about the play-in ruin and the playoff integrity?
That's tough.
I mean, I'm an old head, so I do like the old 1 through 8.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it does give it a little more intrigue when you got the 7, 8, 9, 10, they got to battle it out.
Right.
It gives it that March Madness feel. You know what I'm saying? So it give me that type of vibe where, you know what I'm saying, you gotta handle business or you going home,
Right.
especially the 9 and 10. So
yeah, I'm not mad at the play-in, man. Only because I do remember back when teams under 500 making it in as 8 and 7 seeds, and it's like, man, I don't know. I kind of felt some way about that. I don't know. It just makes sense for the trash teams to kind of battle it out and see who's the best. If we gonna put teams in there who's under 500, let's just battle it out. Who really belongs in here? So, I mean, it don't really bother me.
Yeah, I like the format. Like Marv said, it gives you like a March Madness type feel, and you know how we are about the March Madness. I mean, I'm not mad at the play-in at all. I think it's good for the league. I think it's good for the playoffs. So I feel like they should keep it going.
Yeah.
So I agree and I disagree at the same time. I think the NBA knew that some of our aging stars were on these teams where they could have been on the cusp of not making the playoff. Now, granted, this is the third year, the second year of the play-in, third year. So you got the teams like the Warriors, the Lakers, the over the hill teams that we still like to watch play. Imagine if the play-in we didn't get Miami, who's fun to watch right now. You didn't get the Lakers. Or you could have possibility had OKC in New Orleans, the younger team. So I think it gives the balance of where you can have the surprising team or non-surprising team, an over the hill team or a younger team get in. I think it makes it a fun factor for the NBA, and it's more money for them to make off these extra games.
Right.
All right, well, that being said, this is a wrap, man. Shout out to everybody who joined us today. Shout out to the new faces in here. Dolly's not a new face, but we see him every once in a while. Morris is everybody who showed love today, man.
I hate the NFL. Shout out to I hate the NFL. And there's another guy also.
Julian,
yeah.
Shout out to Julian. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Kiana.
Appreciate y'all showing up, man.
Rocking with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Danny was in here one time.
Hey, I gotta shout out my boy Viz real quick. But here's the thing, bro. Like, I don't appreciate the fact, man, that we spent all that time talking about the Detroit's the Lions pick, and we didn't say nothing about the Cowboys pick.
We did, y'all went on the whole Cowboys
all over it.
Oh heck, y'all did.
You know what I'm saying, for the show and everything. We couldn't even talk about my boy Mozzie, man.
Well, go ahead. We got to hear right now.
No.
An
hour 30 minutes now.
No, hold on. Real quick. Is this y'all two? Give us y'all's perspective.
This
real
is not
quick.
a subject that should be talked about really quickly.
Oh.
But nah, man.
We'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, we'll save it for you know what I'm saying, next episode, I guess.
Shout out to my Cowboys fan. I apologize. You know me. I apologize. I apologize to Luca early on in the year.
Yes. Yes.
I have no problem saying my apologies. And I thought when I heard y'all do the Cowboys talk, I didn't think you needed 25, 30 minutes. You guys are always in the playoffs. I mean, you know, draft picks don't mean nothing to y'all. How much time you need to talk about the fifth round pick. So that's on me. That's on me. A couple of shout outs we got here. Okay, all right. Hold on now.
The lines are trash.
Hold on, sis.
We'll talk later. We'll talk later. I dare you. But no, seriously, appreciate you guys for joining us. We're gonna keep this 2-week thing going, every other week going until things kind of pick up. I think it gives us a better show. We have more things to talk about. You guys are tuning in, so we appreciate that. So, any last words from the crew?
Oh man, just thanks for coming out, folks.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Everybody that chimed in, man. We had a lot of interactions from everybody. So
appreciate
keep that coming, bro. We love it. We appreciate y'all, man. For real.
All right, well, we out. Peace out, y'all.
All right, y'all.